I like music. Come on now.
Yeah,
I got to knock one more out, and then I'm
you
going home,
got
give
it.
me something, and go to sleep.
Yeah, that sounds like the plan. Yes.
This episode of Becoming the Best Version is sponsored by the Law Office of Jazz Jordan, the injury firm that fights for you. If you've been hurt in a car accident, on the job, or due to someone else's negligence, you shouldn't have to face insurance companies alone. Jazz Jordan is committed to getting you the compensation you deserve while you focus on healing and becoming the best version of yourself. So if you or someone you know has been injured, reach out to the Law Office of Jazz Jordan. They don't get paid unless you win because your recovery, your rights, and your future matter.
Hello, this is Becoming the Best Version, a path to a better person. Hi, I'm Anita Davis, your host, and I have the blessing of interviewing today
Mhm.
Mr. Brandon Briscoe.
How are you? How are
Thank you
you?
for taking my interview
I
today, sir.
thank you for even just thinking about me. So I
Please
appreciate it.
tell the audience who you are and how you show up so bright in this world.
Oh yes, my name is Brandon Briscoe. I'm an artist, singer, songwriter, producer, mix engineer, jack of all trades, minister of music, all of that. So
Awesome.
yeah, yeah.
God has got great things going on up
He
in there.
does. He does. He does. Without him, what would I be?
Do you have a favorite scripture?
Yes. I would have to say if I had really had to pick one, it would probably be Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all thine
Mm.
heart, and lean not to thine own understanding, but in all thy ways.
All of them, not just through them.
Not just for
Okay,
them.
I want to go in the 1 through 5 ways. I don't want to do the 7 through 8.
Nah. Trust in him. He will lead your path. So yes, that's my
That's
favorite.
awesome, Sauce. I
Yeah.
think that's important
Oh yeah.
because what can you do if you don't trust God to get it done?
What can you do? Like literally think about it. What can you do? Because he's
It's all consuming.
yeah,
And
all
I know a
consuming.
lot of
So
people like to move on their own power. Like,
I've been there.
yeah. And it's exhausting.
It is.
I have done it before too. It's
Yeah,
exhausting.
yeah, yeah,
It's exhausting. And I really want to go have several seats on the back row
yeah.
to the right because I'm like,
Right. Yeah.
that don't work.
Uh,
When you know something that don't work, just
right.
it don't work. I
Right.
surrender.
I
You
used
won.
well, even now still today I get kind of frustrated on certain things. I'm like, Lord, why didn't you let this work? I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit
Mm.
over here. I'm gonna let you do your thing,
That part, that
and
part.
I'm just gonna be
It's so
obedient.
much easier when you just be like, I surrender.
Yeah,
Go ahead on and do this
oh my
thing,
god,
cause I ain't even to fight with you no more.
literally.
You won, you won. You
Yes.
shot the BB gun.
Yes.
Go ahead on, you won.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yes, and it's so much easier when you do that.
It is. It is.
So
It is.
you are an excellent, bright producer in this day and
I'm all right. I'm all right. I make do what I do, But yes, I'm a producer. I produce a lot of people in the city, um, gospel, R&B, hip hop, all of it.
Wow,
So
wow, this is great
mhm.
diversity.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you were thinking of becoming this person, I'm going to look over your past and pull out 3 things that happened in your life that help you become the person that you are today. So if we were
Okay.
looking back over your life, going back in a time machine, what
Woo.
would be that first thing to be that happened to you or that put you in the mind of, you know, as you grow? Because the first thing that we're
Mm.
gonna look at 3 of them, one,
Okay.
two, and three.
Got you. First thing, make me a better person today. Um, I would just have to say my just growing up in the church. My
Okay.
father, he was a pastor. God rest his soul. I lost him. Be 6 years now.
My condolences.
That's all good. He's in a better place. But he always kept me Mama and him always kept me in church. It was like if you don't know nothing else, you know who God is.
All right.
So I would say that definitely have an impact on my life, where I am today. Um, Tests and trials, they come, they
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
So
That foundation is
yes,
exponential.
it
That
is.
foundation literally sets the scene for everything that's built on
Yes,
after it. And
yes,
when
yeah.
you were, how old were you about this time when you were?
Around this time, I was really young. I'd say about 6. Yeah, five, about yeah, 5 or 6. Them instilling that in me because
Mm.
I was singing and everything. They knew I could sing, and I started playing the piano at a very young age. Um, my mom was, it was drilled in. It wasn't necessarily drilled in me. I always had a thing for the piano,
Mm-hmm.
but my mom really she was like, "Yeah, you gonna play this piano. You gonna do it in church.
Yeah.
This is what you gonna do."
Yeah.
So it was literally drilled into me. But
Uh,
I thank my parents for that and everything.
yeah,
So
I think you have to get older to think of that. Because I
yeah,
mean, I think I did that to my sons. And
mm,
I know my youngest son was looking at me like, "Really, mom?
yeah.
Really?
I don't want to practice
Nah, I don't
piano.
care. You going? You
Exactly.
gonna be in
You
the? You
gonna be
gonna be in the
yeah.
play? I don't care."
Yeah, she said it's either this or you gonna be in them streets. No, so you gonna be doing this.
And
So
that part.
yeah, so
I was working in youth and children's ministry, so where I went, he went. And
yeah,
so he was like, "Well, you ain't got no choice. You going
right,
because your mama going."
exactly. So I'm glad they instilled that in me. Um, it's
What do
always
you
been
think about the parents of today, and they giving their children a choice if they're going to go to church or not?
'cause, see, the parents of today, that's my generation. So it's kind of it's like, woo, why would no? Because I don't remember being raised like that. Because I don't never talk to my mama and daddy like that. I don't know what's going on with the parents of today, but like there's really no structure.
I
There's
don't think they got the memo.
there
They didn't understand the assignment.
I know
They
at
thought
all.
the assignment was to be their friend.
No, see, no, no.
I got three
Yeah,
children. I ain't nobody friend.
I got
I just
four. So
my sister has said she my sister said she just resigned to be the villain. She said they just gonna be mad at me, girl.
no,
Ain't even gonna try to be friendly with them.
yeah,
I just be the villain. Cause I'm
On the-
gonna always tell them what they don't want to do
right,
and what they got to be. So they'll
exactly,
be all
exactly.
right.
But I will say, I know they say a child should be in a child place. I remember them telling me that all the time.
Mhm.
Child, you stay in a child place. But nowadays, you kind of want to
Listen to
listen a
them.
little bit more.
Yeah,
You know.
I agree.
So I agree with that. But they start whooping
I
these children. They need it.
I work in youth and children's ministry, so
Mm,
in youth ministries, I definitely do. I know that sometimes our young people are frustrated,
mm,
irritated, and tired,
yeah,
and they feel unheard.
yeah,
And so, in the process of teaching that class, I definitely have to pray for
yeah.
God to make me aware of what I need to be aware of,
Right,
when to
right.
let them speak and talk about their feelings and stuff. Because I
Yeah.
think it's important that we listen to them. I
Yes.
do think I'm not saying that you should just double down on your child and beat
Yeah.
them
And
for
push them to the
everything
side.
under the
Yeah.
thing. And that's
Yeah.
not what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm definitely saying that we need to listen with reverend wisdom. We
Yes.
need to be able to hear what God is telling us where our children are concerned.
That
But
part.
that means that we have to have a relationship
That's the key.
with
That's the key.
that part.
I'm still learning that now. Just being in my word, and you have to have a moment of worship too by
Mhm.
yourself with him.
That's true.
Whether it's just you just be silent,
I,
literally just being silent.
in this day and age,
Mhm.
we say worship of Christ, and it's necessary that we
Mm,
spend that time in worship and prayer in Christ.
mm,
But we also have to realize that different types of worship that are there as well.
mm.
Just like we embrace the word of God and the songs of God and the presence of God, we have to be conscious when we don't embrace that.
Yes.
When we're walking with the um, speaking, I gotta watch my words.
Yeah.
Where we're speaking, where we're encouraging derogatory performances that don't exuberate the righteousness of Christ. When we got our back bent over and our butt pushed out, when we're wearing little of nothing,
Yeah.
and it was all about my physicality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when we're calling each other out of our names that don't represent the righteousness of Christ, when we're calling each other and we're making each other lesser than,
Right.
and because we put a beat to it and we make it sound good, then we all of a sudden think we're doing something. But nevertheless, the derogatory word is a derogatory word.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then we have to also see it for what it is. It's a type of worship, but it's
Yes.
not a worship unto our God. It's a
Yes.
worship unto the
Yes.
opposite of not even the opposite, the a God,
Yeah.
not the God,
Not the God, but yeah,
a
a
God.
God. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. That's especially in this business. Oh my God. You gotta watch what you're putting out there. That's why I don't let my children listen to or look at certain things, because that algorithm that gets on the
Mm-hmm.
on their tablets and stuff like that, and that'll mess up their mind. Like I don't know if you heard about this, but there's this guy on social media. He said his son was watching something on YouTube Kids,
Mm-hmm.
and it was teaching them how to hang themselves. And his son literally hung himself. He lived. They got there in enough time because they noticed like there was no noise, like he usually makes throughout the day.
Right, right.
Walked in there, hanging himself. Literally teaching that boy how to hang himself. I was like, oh my God.
That's one of the reasons why I truly believe that we have that personal relationship with Christ is exponential.
Yeah.
Because when something's going on, because my children have they swear for Claude and five white men.
Yeah.
that I ain't nowhere in the world I could know what I know. And I keep
Right.
telling them the only reason I know it because the Holy Spirit told me. And they be like, Mom, how you know this? I said, because I pray. And I got a
Yeah.
relationship with God.
Right.
And ain't
Right.
nothing you can be sitting on an iceberg in
Yeah.
Indiana.
Exactly.
And he will tell me what I need to know about you.
Mhm.
Because he is God.
He is.
And he was like, well, Mama, how you know about that? I knew about that because I have a relationship with God. And in my relationship with God, God talks to me and he tells me how to pray.
Exactly.
And because of my relationship with God, I know how to pray for you. And that's one of the things that's one of the benefits of having a relationship with God.
Yes.
There's nothing beyond his sight.
At all.
There's nothing beyond his reach.
Mm-hmm.
He is God all by himself.
All by himself.
And don't need no help.
At all.
We're proud to support Becoming the Best Version, a show about growth, accountability, faith, and becoming whole. Because when your purpose and your finances are aligned, clarity follows. Your next level starts with one call, 706-888-3891. Call CW Tax Solution today and let's build clarity, confidence, and peace of mind together. Call us now.
So we can take that Jesus helper hat and put it in a drawer because
exactly,
you don't need it no more.
You don't need it no more at all.
But that means you gotta get serious about your prayer life. You gotta get serious about your prayer life.
Changes things. It really does. You have to.
Well, and so your first point is growing up in the house of the Lord.
Yes.
What's your second point?
My second point. Let's see. Oh man. Just living and learning as I go, and not always putting my trust in, let's say certain people, or how about just say the world.
Learning how to focus what you trust in.
Exactly. Learning how to focus, what's good. You got two voices.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to that voice. It's like, hey, don't do that. You know where it's going to lead. You know where that road ends. Then you had that other voice be like, man, everybody else is doing this. Why not?
My God.
That comes with also being in relationships, with, your significant other or whoever, even friendships, because you can have friends that do mean well, and then you have some that's, yeah.
You just gotta have enough sense to see what it is.
Exactly. Exactly.
Leaning not to your own understanding.
Come on,
you mean
somebody.
to tell me, God, that thing? Look, I thought Joe was my friend. Because Joe was my friend yesterday because he had brought me a candy. He brought me that candy yesterday because he said he was my friend.
Exactly.
And he said that because he was my friend. Then he didn't tell me that tomorrow we're going down. He want me to go down the street with him and steal that candy.
Right. That part. Mm-hmm. Watch who you hang out with.
I know, right? And my mom would say, use your head for something besides a hat rack.
Come on, huh?
Use your head for something besides a hat rack.
Yes.
If Billy jump in the ocean, does that mean you got to jump behind?
Like, come on.
I'm like, you have some independent thought. But that's the thing about when you're serving God, he sets a parameter around you.
Yes.
He gives you some understanding and a parameter around you. But you have to be wise enough to say, God, help me.
Exactly. And he'll send people. He will send people, be like, hey, go over here and check him real quick. I had one person, I barely knew her. It was this lady. I forgot her name, but she was the sweetest lady. Um, she grabbed me up by my collar and was like, "Hey, I don't know why I need to tell you this, but this is what you need to do." And she laid it out on the line for me, and I thank her for that.
You
You
know,
know,
and that's big
so
because
yeah,
people don't believe that God uses people.
yeah,
Because when you have a relationship with God,
mm,
He can just put somebody so heavy on your heart.
yeah.
You be
Oh
like, oh
yes,
God, I don't even
Let
want
me
to.
go call such
Yeah,
and
I
such
know, right?
because
I don't even want to
you
talk to
know,
them today. But God is
yeah,
like, don't call that girl.
yeah,
Don't call. And then
you know,
they'll call you.
yeah,
They'll call you on the phone.
yeah,
Like, girl, I don't know why you been on my heart so heavy today.
exactly,
But because God
yeah.
is just is strategic like that.
Yes,
He's a
he is.
strategic battle master. And he
Mm-hmm.
works within us to do his will
Yes,
for us.
yes,
And just like
yes.
we want people to be there for us when
Mm-hmm.
we're going through complex and perplexed times,
Yes,
God lines us up, sets us up to do that for each other
exactly.
because he's a father
Yes,
and we're
yes,
his
he is.
children. And he
Mm-hmm.
wants his children to learn how
To
to
learn,
work, how
yes,
to help each other, to work
help
together
each
within each other.
working together. That is the thing that we lack. That we
Yeah.
lack in
Because you have to get
Mm.
outside yourself to do it.
that part.
And that means that I am no longer the center of attention.
Exactly.
That means to tell me I'm doing what I'm told to do. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not operating on my own infinite wisdom, but on the wisdom of God.
And you're not looking for that gratification up front, because in the Bible he
Mm-hmm.
says that I will
Mm-hmm.
make sure that you get, your flowers
It's
and
just
just do.
it's better for God to exalt you than for you to exalt
It's
yourself
yourself,
and then be
yes,
asked to sit down. You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
yes,
I'm gonna need you to come on
yes.
back down here, baby.
Right.
Have several seats down here with me.
I got
Okay.
this. All
If
right.
God wants you to be up there, he gonna
He's
put
gonna
you up
allow
there.
it. Yes.
He gonna call you out and sit you where you need to be.
Yes.
But see, that's the thing. I ain't gonna wait for somebody else to toot my horn. I'm gonna toot my horn and your horn too. But if
Exactly.
God ain't told you to do none of that.
Not at
I ain't
all.
none of that.
At all. I ain't tell you to do that. Sit down.
That's why we have to be
Yeah.
careful with this
Mm.
psychic hotline, whatever the rest of that stuff is, psychic tarot mess. Because that don't line up with the spirit of the living God.
No.
That don't line up with Yeshua HaMashiach.
Mm,
That don't line up with Yahweh. That don't line up with Jesus Christ.
at all.
Because if God got something he want to say to you, he don't need to send you somebody else to say it.
No.
You don't need no help being God.
At all.
He's like, oh, I need some help being God. No, that ain't God.
No.
I don't need no help being God.
At all.
So the second point is the second point.
Yeah, just learning from the worldly, everyday decisions and just life.
Just
life.
life.
Just
And
life.
what brings you to who you are today?
My children.
Amen.
My
Amen.
children. Making sure I don't strangle nobody. Because I'm like, look, I can't go to jail. I got kids. I got a wife. I got things to do. I got more imperative things to do. But yeah, my children, they really, really give me a lot of motivation.
Do you see yourself in them?
Yes, and it's scary.
Scary.
Yeah, all the reason why I say that because my son, like all my children, they look just like me except for my middle child. That's mama. That's my baby, and she knows it. But like my first oldest, man, he has a lot of me in him, and it's so scary because it's like literally watching a movie. I'm looking in the mirror, and I'm like, this is me. Like I did the exact same thing that you were doing, son. Like, come on, let's talk a little bit. Let's slow down. Let's talk.
So I hope
But
you
he's a
sow
good
some
kid.
good seed because you got to get them back now.
Yes, and I'm like, oh god. Oh my god.
Don't get weary in well doing.
Exactly. I'm like, oh my goodness. And my daughter, she is the smartest thing ever. She got a mouth. She get that from her mama though. So, but they're all good kids. They're all good kids. They get on my nerves, but they're all good kids.
What would be the highlight for you as a parent?
Their grades. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I was not a student. Okay, I wasn't a good student. I was a good student, but they kept their grade. They keep their grades up. They do. Like you tell them to study, they do it. They're outstanding. But my this is my thing though. Okay, they said, oh, they're so well behaved in school. They don't act like that at home.
So we gotta
Like,
we gotta be able to relax at some point in
you
time.
know,
Then.
and I'm like, okay, I don't understand. Y'all can listen at school, but y'all don't want to listen at home. Like, help me.
I
But
think that yeah, most parents deal with that. At
you
home,
know,
they like wild animals. When you
yes.
get to the house, but I had that too with my kids.
Mm,
And one of the things I used to always tell them, you don't ever want nobody to come back and tell me what you done did.
that part.
Because I mean, if you did something wrong, you better break your head and break your neck trying to get back and tell me.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
tell me
Like,
before anybody else tell me, because I'm gonna deal with you,
yes.
but I'm gonna deal with you harshly if somebody else gotta tell
That's
me.
what I'm saying. Like, that's what I tell my first two. I'm like, look, if y'all did something, just let me know so I can back y'all up. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
then we already know what's going on. Of course, you're still gonna get punished, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, it helps in the long
Yeah,
run. So,
exactly.
you know, but
Yeah,
but
but
yeah,
it's the fact that you get good reports on your children, that's major.
yes,
That's
you know,
major.
I try to make sure, you know, and there's no, I wouldn't say there's no right or wrong way, but there's no manual to be
All
a
right.
parent.
There's no
You know,
manual.
all you can do is just love them and hope that they take heed to what you're
You
saying.
can, but you gotta love
You know,
them. You gotta sow some good seed.
yes,
You gotta do some grooming and pruning
yes,
because I think that discipline is a major part of raising your children.
hmm,
I mean, yes, you want to love them and provide for them and offer them opportunities,
right,
but you also need to do the pruning. That means you
yes,
need to slow it down. You just establish some discipline. You
yes,
need to establish some boundaries and
yes,
set some precedences in their life
yes,
because in the end, those things are what they come back to.
yes.
Remember, you saying that your first point was being in the house of the
In the
Lord.
house of the Lord. Oh yes,
Yeah,
they
they
love
young
church too.
parents set that
Yes,
precedence, and so that's when you come back to what you know
yes.
because they set a precedent for that.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh
so, no matter what else you went through,
yeah.
at the end of the day, you remember what is whole, what is real, what is pure, what is strong, what is just for you.
Yes.
And I think as parents, we should strive to want to do that for our children as well.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
my mama used to say, "Well, I ain't gonna live always." You don't want to hear that, so I'm gonna with you
Yeah. My daddy used to say that all the time. I'm like, Daddy, you ain't going nowhere.
I'm gonna call people that. I
But
won't
I
talk
ain't
about that.
trying to hear that,
I
you
know,
know.
right? But at the end
Mm,
of the day, the reality of it is she won't live always.
that is true.
And so the seed she has sown,
Yeah.
the ability to see the seed you have sown is awesome.
Yeah.
But then not just even if they don't see it, you
Mm,
walk it out and make it something you give to your next generation.
yes. Definitely.
As a
Definitely.
as a producer,
Mm.
what are some of the things that you want to see more of in this generation of artists?
Um, just originality. Because everybody sounds the same right now.
Mhm.
Still today. Uh, bring something bring back feeling, put feeling into your music, and just be original. Stop copying everybody else. Like, do something that's outside of the box. Get outside of the box. One of my favorite producers, Rodney Jerkins, um, he was doing a session with my number one idol, Michael Jackson, and Michael was like, everybody was sounding so the same and original is not cool. So he said, Rodney, I need you to go to the dumpster. I mean, not dumpster. Go to junkyard. Yeah, junkyard, and start hitting stuff. And Rodney thought that was weird. He was like, okay, but he did it. He took his little recorder, and he made his drums. He made different other sounds, and the rest is history. So
Wow.
just be different. Don't get outside the box. Get out.
Wow.
Don't let anybody put you in a box either. Because everybody wants the next Usher Burn or whoever's out.
Hmm.
Be different. Be different.
I know in production in
Mm.
that society where y'all do those things, there's got to be something that everybody is like, you need to be like this person, you need to be like this person, and now you're saying don't be
Hmm.
like that person, find your own groove.
Find your own groove. Yeah, like I said, just be different. I mean, of course, you're gonna always have a template uh, of somebody that you definitely want to sound like. Like
Hmm.
for me, it'll be Timberland or Pharrell,
Hmm.
because I grew up into their music. I've always watched them and everything, but take that core of what they do
Mhm.
and just try to make it your own and flip it. Just make it different.
Is it harder doing genuinely creative music in this day because we got this AI thing going out and we got
Oh,
all
I don't
these
even want to talk
machines?
about AI right now. Oh my gosh. It makes me so upset because it's like a machine is making better music than me. Like, come on, man.
I was just saying, it
And
is what it is.
especially when it comes to gospel. Um, because the machine doesn't even know. Like you just tell it what to do
Mm-hmm.
and boom, it spits it out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like making you worship. It's acting like it's hard to explain. You know
Acting
what I
like it
mean?
has the ability to create what is worship.
Right. And it's like, is that really true worship? Like giving that to God? Like that's just me. That's just me now.
I
You
agree
know?
with you on that because I can understand. I can understand the perplexity of that.
Yeah.
You know, so this is a machine, and
Right.
it's putting out worship music as though it understands what it would take to
What is
get to worship.
exactly?
In my mind, it can't understand what true worship is because it doesn't have the
It doesn't have
cognitive function to
yes.
understand worship. So what it's literally doing is mimicking what we
Yes.
have told it worship sounds like.
Exactly. That's one of my problems with AI or whatever. And I just feel like now it's also making everybody lazy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I can just go in here and just type this, boom, bam, we got a hit. Let's record it, put it out. Ooh, no,
But see the thing about well, this is the age of technology,
I get it.
so
Yeah.
we expect that for there to be some advancements that give the illusion of projecting advance.
Mm,
But I would question, I would beg to differ if it was really an advancement, because
mm,
who is it advances? What do it advance? The who, what, when, where, and hows of the situation
mm,
are complex.
yeah.
You know, how it's a machine, who it's a machine,
Mm,
when it's a machine,
yeah.
where it's a machine, why it's a
Why?
machine.
Yeah.
So is it the
Mm,
almighty machine? You know what I'm saying? And it is gives an illusion because it gives a replicated effect of what that is.
yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know.
It's
It has no soul. It's soulless.
that part. You know. So hey,
So
it's
it's just mimicking.
it's scary.
It's a fake and a weak imitation of what it is to be human.
Yeah, and it's
And
very
it can never
scary.
be that.
Mm-mm.
But that's the point of the enemy making it, because I believe that all this AI and all this this high ranking technology, you know, I think that it may have the ability to work both ways,
Yeah.
but even at the end of the day, God is looking for his people to open up their mouth
Yeah.
and raise up a standard.
Yeah.
Because it's if my people
Mm,
who are called by my name.
mm,
So God didn't say if the AI,
yeah.
that part.
You know, so
God didn't say it's the AI
nah,
that's
yeah,
called by
he
my
said
name.
my
You got to be a people. Oh,
people.
so that's now we're getting complicated.
Right.
So if my people who are called by my name,
Mhm.
you don't call the AI Jesus Christ. You call the
You call
AI
the
the
AI the
AI.
AI, right?
Yeah, I mean, so there's some things that are tailored specific
Mm,
to what God has called for us. And even though the AI gives the illusion of humanity, yet it
mm,
is not.
yeah, yeah.
It is
So
not.
it's scary, man. It's scary. But I mean, it's useful for certain things. I will say. I'm not gonna lie. I've tried it. I've used it one time because I couldn't come up with a certain melody or whatever, and it actually helps. So it has its good traits and then it has its bad.
Yeah, it's a tool,
Yeah,
just like a hammer in a box.
exactly.
It's a tool.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
I think that this tool has the way this tool is being used is being manifested greatly.
Yes.
I can't say if it's to the good or to the betterment of, but it's definitely
But
being
yeah,
used.
I mean, yeah, like it goes both ways. You know, there's good in it, and then there's also something bad in it as well.
If you would, have you had a word of encouragement to a young artist striving and wanting to do the necessary to even get in front of a producer like yourself? What would
Mm.
your word be?
Um, I would say definitely getting your word. get in knowing who God is, and surround and know the business. It's um, it's maybe 98% business. The other 2% is talent.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
If you know all your paperwork and you know what's what, can't nobody tell you and rip you from anything. So know the business. That is the most number one thing I would have to say. Um, I have, for example, for me, I had I got my first deal in 2011. I got my first deal with Warner Brother Music Group when they were out. And I noticed that it was a group of us. We were a big um, production group, and I noticed there was only 3 people's name on the contract. Yeah, so I don't want to get into that because that's gonna bring up some.
Yeah, I can
You know,
understand, but wow.
but
I don't understand. I don't know the music business, but
yeah. So it was a lot going on.
But I was thinking, if you don't know, ask. That's what I mean.
That part, yeah, and like I said, I was young at that time, so I didn't know anything. I just thought, hey, we get in here, we make music, we put the stuff out. I'm rich,
Right.
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 And it's not that, And so, like I said, know the business, learn the business as much as you can. The more you know, the better, and it's easier to maneuver. And don't let anybody steer you into doing things that like if you got that gut feeling like this don't feel right, stick with that.
Exactly.
Stick with that.
That part, your intuition is important.
Yes, that's the word. Your intuition. But yes, learn that business and just stay prayed up. It might not happen it's not going to happen overnight. It's not. So just stay prayed up, keep doing what you're doing, put out as much music as you possibly can, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So
I think it's important that you stay belief. You keep a mental and emotional belief for yourself.
yes.
You have to believe in you when nobody else believes in you. You have to be your biggest cheerleader.
Yes.
To move forward. And if you aren't willing to be your biggest cheerleader, then I don't know how you expect to excel.
Right.
Because sometimes you have to pray for yourself.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to encourage yourself.
Yes.
Encourage yourself. It's a song.
Encourage yourself.
Yeah.
In the Lord.
In the Lord.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah.
And that means that, you need to speak life over you.
You have to.
You have to speak life over you.
Yes.
And if you don't speak life over you, you can't just sit around and wait for somebody else to do it. Because at some point in time, you're going to be by yourself. It's just you and the Lord.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to open up your mouth and say some positivity.
Yes. Yes.
I want to thank you, Brandon Briscoe, for the interview today.
I appreciate you, love.
Okay. This is becoming the best version, a path to a better person. I'm Annietta Davis, the host, and this is Mr. Brandon Briscoe, producer. I need for you to like, share, and subscribe.
Please.
Join the tribe. I also need for you to send me questions and comments. I'm open for all of that. And if you want to support the ministry or support the move or becoming the best version, the information is in the link. Thank you.
This episode of Becoming the Best Version is sponsored by the Law Office of Jazz Jordan, the injury firm that fights for you. If you've been hurt in a car accident, on the job, or due to someone else's negligence, you shouldn't have to face insurance companies alone. Jazz Jordan is committed to getting you the compensation you deserve while you focus on healing and becoming the best version of yourself. So if you or someone you know has been injured, reach out to the Law Office of Jazz Jordan. They don't get paid unless you win, because your recovery, your rights, and your future matter.